Spook and Sprite by Andrew Musgrave. On the windowsill in the bathroom is a mirror. It is mounted on a metal stand. Beside it are a shaving stick and a mug half full of soapsuds. A man is peering into the mirror and places a razor to his chin, unaware he is being watched by two sets of hidden eyes.
Go on, push it, a little more.
The mirror inches its way toward the edge of the windowsill.
Go on, just one little shove and it's gone.
The man freezes, disbelieving, a razor held transfixed across the stubble of his cheek. He blinks, trying to rearrange what he is seeing.
I must be having another of my dizzy spells,
he suspects. As the mirror cascades to the floor, the man sees first the reflection of the outline of his chin, then his terrified eyes slip downwards in a flash before him. Involuntarily, the razor slips and gashes a thin wheal across his face. He stares at the floor, then at the windowsill, then back to the floor again. He can't explain the shattered, jagged shards spread haphazardly across the bathroom tiles. Spook and Sprite live in an old rambling house. You know the type, ivy cladding the porch and balcony, paint peeling off walls, a pervading smell of damp. They had tried haunting a modern house, but that just didn't work. You need creaking floorboards and doors that don't close properly, preferably where people have inadequately fixed draft excluder that peels away and whistles when the wind blows wild. Anyway, the trick on the shaving man had worked, and the pair are happily content with the outcome.
Beats humdrum,
Cheers, Spook.
keeps up spirits.
Jests Sprite. The baffled man starts to sweep the slithers of mirror into a dustpan. It's surprisingly difficult brushing up broken pieces of glass. They seem to stubbornly stick to the floor.
Quick, here comes the wife. Hide. Where?
Spook aims for the bathroom cabinet. He rubs his hands with glee.
When she opens the cupboard door, all the jars and bottles will tumble to the floor. No, not there. Hide in the taps. Watch, you go up the hot tap and I'll take this spout.
A woman strides into the bathroom, grim, face contorted to nag.
Whatever are you doing?
She demands. She sees the man trembling on his knees, surrounded by 100 shards of broken mirror. There is a dribble of blood forming from a shallow wheal across his chin, where the razor had slipped.
You've broken the mirror. 7 blooming years of bad luck, that's what that means. As if things aren't bad enough.
This place is haunted,
Trembles the man.
I've told you before, we've got poltergeists.
Poltergeist, my foot. Don't be so stupid. You probably just brushed the mirror with your hand. And look at all those soapsuds. No wonder it slipped.
I heard the floorboards creaking again. Sometimes I hear footsteps behind me.
Poppycock, exclaims the wife.
Get a grip of yourself, man.
The woman moves efficiently towards the taps. She has a flannel in her hand, ready to wipe the wound on the man's chin. At least there is still a spark of tenderness in the marriage. Or maybe she is just being practical. Blood taints a clean towel forever. The woman turns on the tap. It seems blocked. An airlock just gurgles in the pipes, and water rumbles and splutters like a sheep coughing in a meadow.
Hey, watch this,
Cries an excited Spook as a dribble of brown rusty foam splashes into the basin. The woman recoils, temporarily looking away in disgust. She turns the tap on harder. Playfully, Spook releases the blockage and the water gushes out in one big burst, cascading onto the side of the sink and splashing onto her clothes.
There, see, I tell you, it's haunted.
No, it's not, stupid. It's just an airlock. Don't let Chelsea see the state you're in. The last thing we want is a terrified kid,
And muttering under her breath,
as well as the wimp of a man.
exhilarated with their success, Spook and Sprite jumped to the bathroom curtains, then onto the window latch. The movement is almost imperceptible, but the man sees a twitch in the rustling curtains. A sudden whirring draught of wind winds through a gap in the window. The sound is muted, but the man hears the window faintly rattle. He reaches out to shut the window properly, but suddenly he withdraws his hand violently from the handle, shuddering involuntarily.
Oh, it's icy cold.
He screams. He can hear his scream echo endlessly in his head and reverberate throughout the house.
Don't be so stupid.
Ridicules the woman, and she shuts the window firmly. Spook and Sprite are delirious with delight. They rattle the window once more, then swing on the lampshade. A gentle sprinkle of dust showers down like magical fireflies dancing in the light. The dangling light bulb rocks like a pendulum, making shadows chase light across the room.
The shadows, they're moving.
The man starts to tremble once more.
Get a grip,
Asserts the wife sternly. Hearing the commotion, a little girl potters along the corridor toward the bathroom. Pretty, blonde, pale-skinned, 12 years old, chewing gum. Spook and Sprite watch aghast as the little girl advances towards them.
Uh-oh, here comes trouble.
Quips Spook.
Don't say that.
States Sprite fearfully.
She can see us. Are you sure? She can see us, I tell you. All girls her age are psychic. Quick, hide!
The two ghosts, in desperation, seek out the nearest hiding place. A cracked light switch just outside the bathroom door, where some loose plaster has left a little gap. They hide in there, ready to plot their next mischief. The little girl, before entering the bathroom to talk to Mum and Dad, removes the chewing gum from her mouth. She plugs the gap in the plaster where the spooks are hiding. Trapped for eternity.
What's all the fuss about?
She asks.